Hi, my name is Nisha and I'll be leading you through a gentle yoga flow. So the focus of today's yoga flow is for menstrual pain. So we'll go ahead and get started. First things first, let's just take a second to ground. Let's start by taking some nice deep breaths. So placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. And let's just take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, inhale, big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. One more time, make it the biggest breath of your day. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. From there, you can flutter the eyes open. We'll come into our first pose. So bringing the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide. Coming into our butterfly pose. From here, we will begin by taking some nice deep breaths. And as you breathe, feel free to invite in a little movement. So maybe you bounce the legs, making them mimic like butterfly wings. And just take some nice deep breaths here. And remembering, if you're feeling a lot of tension here, sending that breath to that space where you feel that tension. So taking nice deep inhales and exhaling, imagining that breath traveling to that space where you're feeling tension. And we'll stay here for 2 more breaths. From there, you'll plant the palms behind you, plant the soles of your feet, and we'll windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Beautiful. From here, we'll come into our tabletop position. So stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. All 10 fingers are spread wide here. We're going to begin by taking some cat-cows. So inhale, dip the belly down, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, round through the spine as you pull the chin in towards the chest. Feel free to go at your own pace, matching breath to movement. Inviting in any movements that you feel that you might need here. Feeling free to over-exaggerate these movements. And we'll go for 2 more cycles of breath. Take your time. From there, we'll come back into our tabletop position, bringing the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide. Sit the hips down and back as you slide those hands forward. Bring your forehead to the mat. Here, feel free to stay for 6 breaths. Take your time. Continue to breathe. And on that last exhale, feel free to rise up back to your tabletop position. Here, we're going to walk the hands forward slightly and come down onto your belly. So setting up for your Sphinx pose, plant the elbows under the shoulders here, planting the palms of the hands on the floor. Here, we're going to come into our half frog pose. So we're going to bring that left leg up to a 90-degree angle while keeping the right leg straight. And stay here for a few deep breaths, taking your time. if this might be a little too much for you, you can always come down and maybe rest your head on your hands. Do whatever feels best for you here today. We're keeping it nice and gentle. And we're going to stay for 3 more breaths. From there, we'll bring that left leg back straight. And this time we'll go for the other side. So folding that right leg into a 90-degree angle. Option here to stay planted here with your palms, or you can come down and rest your head on your forearms, whatever feels good to you. And we'll stay here for 6 breaths, so take your time. One more breath. From there, we'll bring that right leg back to meet the left. Here, we'll plant the palms next to our chest. Push yourself up to a tabletop position and come back into that child's pose. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. From there, you can rise back up to your tabletop. We'll swing those legs around, coming onto our bottoms. And here we'll plant the soles of the feet, extending those arms out long. Slowly lower down to your back. Perfect. From here, we'll come into our supine butterfly. So bringing the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide. Place your hands on your stomach here. Gaze up towards the ceiling as you close the eyes, and just take some nice deep breaths here. So again, any space where we're feeling that tension, imagine that breath traveling to that space. And we'll stay for 3 more breaths. And on that last breath, go ahead and close the knees together like a book. Feel free to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Beautiful. And then we'll come into our final pose, our savasana. So allowing the legs to rest out long. You can keep the hands planted on the stomach here. Close the eyes. And just allow for your breath to flow as it normally would. Taking time to thank yourself for showing up for you. It's really hard to show up on your mat, especially when you're not feeling the best. When you might be experiencing cramping or other bodily functions. Feel free to stay here as long as you would like. I thank you for joining me on this journey here today. Until next time.